Okay, we're live. Peace and love, world. Peace and love.
Peace and love, y'all.
You're now rocking to the sounds and vibrations of your boy Malik Kilam, and I'm in the building with Davina Bay.
Fictitious. What's up?
Yeah, the one and only Davina Bay. We're not licensed attorneys or tax experts. We do this for educational and informational purposes only. And sometimes it can be quite entertaining.
Very entertaining.
Yeah, we're in Vegas, baby. Viva Las Vegas. Let me know that y'all can hear me loud and clear. All right, man. Make sure y'all hit like, subscribe, share. We're not going to go any further until you do that. Leave a comment. Do all that stuff, man. Keep us relevant out here in this world. All right. We cook it over there. You see that? All right. Looking better. Looking better. No, that was the other way. Dang. We got to get a camera guy.
I don't see it now that you said something.
It's bothering me. We're going over child support. We got TJ Nab in the building. Can you hear me loud and clear? Can you hear me loud and clear? We got Terry Allen in the building. Peace and love.
Peace and love, Terry.
Yes. So much peace and love to the gods and goddesses. He gets the titles right. So shout out to TJ Nab. All right, man. YouTube is hating on the memberships. So we don't have the YouTube memberships no more. You're going to want to become a member at MalikKilam.com. But we're going to go over. Let me get my roll on because y'all know I do my best while I'm under the influence. I don't know why it works that way. It just does. I'm a functioning addict. Yeah. It be like that sometimes.
Every now and again.
Yeah. I put my shadows on the black mirror. You follow me? It phone's the black mirror, but a lot of people don't understand that. But look, the information that we're going over, we got Brian Williams in the building. Peace and love. The information we about to go over is valuable. It can save some of your lives because I know there's brothers and sisters out there going to jail over child support. Not so many sisters as there is brothers.
But they are out there.
They are out there. I've had a few sisters reach out to me with child support issues. The best way is to resolve it with the children's mother. But you know, sometimes the state's going to pick it up. The state's going to pick it up. If you know anybody that's going through child support issues right now, you need to send this video to them. Send this live to them right now.
Facts.
Because I'm going to break down the most valuable information. Me and Davina, we just worked on 2 cases this morning. 2 child support cases right now.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go from some of their files. But I'm gonna break down what Davina showed me. I'll break down what Davina showed me first and foremost. And I'll put it in the description box. So, child support is a fictitious debt created by fraud and deception. Child support is the title IVD collection agency for TANF Block Grants. A grant is something granted and gifted, nothing tied to a debt or a debt collection. In the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, Article 1, Section 2, it clearly states the following. All peoples may, for their own ends, freely dispose of their natural wealth and resources without prejudice. Now, would you like to elaborate on what that means to you? Because you brought this to my attention.
Okay, so ultimately, like, it's saying that it's a grant. So when you think about like grants, like when it comes to school, that's how I always try to relate it to like stuff that I can think about like now or today. Okay, so whenever you get a grant from school, they don't say you have to pay it back. They say, we want you to get grants because grants are things you don't have to pay back. So if child support is considered a grant, that's nothing you have to pay back.
Because I'm going to try to elaborate. When it's a mother, when the mother or when one of the parents apply for TANF, It comes from grant money, right? This is when they put the other parent on child support. Even being on TANF, that could be directly tied to food stamps. Like,
yeah.
it's all grant money, all right? That's what a lot of people don't realize. So with that being said, make sure, are y'all following along? We got Jeffrey Mortag in the building. Yes, we are aware of the court registry investment system. It says a Title 4D loan. No, it's a grant. You see how they be confusing my people? Break it down to them one more time, man.
A grant is something that does not have to be paid back. A loan is something that if I loan you something, like there's a contract, like, and in this contract, I'm telling you, you have to pay me back plus whatever interest that I decide because it's a loan. But loans and grants, like, y'all got to get up with the vocabulary, your definitions of these words, because don't get grants and loans mixed up. You think you're getting a $40,000 grant, it's cool. But if you're getting a $40,000 loan and you don't know what you're doing, you might have to pay that back or be in some type of so-called debt. You feel me? So grants and loans are two different things. You do not have to pay back a grant. You have to possibly pay back a loan.
So when you're operating in your correct status, because I'm going to break this stuff down. This is how I break it down. Identity, status, and standing. First, they identify you. And when they identify you, that shows what your status is, which shows what you have rights for. Like your status is your title. And then the standing is your rights, what you can do. That's simple enough?
Sounds simple.
All right. So I'm going to say that again. I'm going to break this down again. Child support is a fictitious debt created by fraud and deception. Child support is the title IVD collection agency for TANF Block Grants. So TANF was created by a grant, by a block grant, something that doesn't have to be paid back. A grant is something granted and gifted, nothing tied to a debt or debt collections. So I need y'all to know what's going on right here. This child support program is implemented on grants, a TANF block grant. Now, when you are operating in the correct capacity, you have your correct standing, then what we have discovered is something called a form. It's an IRS form. It's a form 990. Okay, a form 990. Now, with the form 990, this is to assess the grant, to put it on the record that you know that it's a grant. Grants and other assistance to organizations, governments, and individuals in the United States. So you would assess this tax for, if in your state, whoever the child support agency is, whoever the attorney general is, or whoever the prosecutor is, whoever's bringing this charge against you, you tell them to assess this. Because either it's a gift or it's a tax. And it's always going to be a gift until you assess it as a tax. And that's under 28 USC 3002. Now, do you have any disputes with this so far?
No disputes.
Okay, because everything is a tax issue.
Right.
Now, I'm pulling right from the information that we helped today. So this is labeled demand to release lien of garnishments of wages and statement of facts. I demand to collapse the trust and release garnishment of payroll wages. And then we're using codes and statutes, ex parte Davis. I mean, there's another case law that I can use in here that I've been learning. Let me see if I can find it. There goes the letter again. Let me see if I can find it. Terry Allen says, this is great information. Brian Williams says, wow. Terry Allen says, the IRS form 990. Yes, that's it. Terry Allen says, thank you very much for breaking it down. Down. We break it down. I'm trying to tell you. Get that good herb in me, boy. I get to talking. Now, I'm trying to think. So it's Vic. I need Vic on this one right here. It's a case law summary judgment. Pulaski versus O'Reilly. I want to say it's that. but I'm not sure. You know, there's so many case laws. But when you do this case law, and I feel like this is perfect for child support. I'm gonna give y'all the right case law. I was just going over this, man. It's in my phone, but I don't feel like getting up and getting it.
Have you together, Mr. Kilam?
Yeah, you're right. I thought it'd be perfect for yeah. Y'all gonna have to hold on the Instagram. We need this because this is important. And I need to put in their information.
Yes.
I need to put it in there. Let's see what we got on the Instagram. We got, how do I get a lawyer ready to conquer this? We don't use attorneys.
Or lawyers, because lawyers sounds like liar, and liars and lawyers.
Attorney means to turn over. So let me see. You got your phone ready?
My phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it in my hand. Your video's paused.
Because I'm going, when I find it, I'm going to send it to you.
Okay.
Because I took a picture of it.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Trenzy, look, right here. Trenzy versus Paganini. We'll find it. It's Trenzy. And every time I pause my video, my camera doesn't come back on.
It's on now.
You can see me?
Yep.
Okay.
You can see me.
But look, I can't. As long as you can see, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So look. Boom. Trenzy versus Paganini. See it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I need to straighten it out though. So Trenzy, you probably can't even see you no more, huh? You gotta deal with that. Fix that shit. I ain't fucking with it. Why are you making me do this?
You're right. I gotta do it.
Yeah, right. So with Trenzy versus, I'm going to freedomschool.com. With regards to Trenzy versus, it's a violation of the 11th Amendment for a foreign citizen to invoke the judicial power of the state. And this is all you need. This is all you need. So look, I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to put that right after the
Block grant.
Yeah, the block grant. I'm about to get it on the same fonts. You tell them what I'm doing.
You are editing a font for a child support document.
And what am I putting in there?
You are putting in there a case law.
Which is what?
What is it? Trenzy and Poligaro.
Shout out to Vic for this.
Letting them know about your violations.
And I'm gonna tell you exactly what I put in there too. I'm gonna update this for the other homie. Because I got two people coming through for private meetings. They flew in from Idaho. And this is under a notice of mistake. What people don't know is, man, this has been my hustle since I was 17. Case law. Period. Period, cool. Now look, it's a violation of the 11th Amendment for a foreign citizen to invoke the judicial power of the state. Article 11. The judicial power of the United States should not be construed to extend to any suit in law or equity commenced or prosecuted against one of the United States by citizens of another state or by a citizen or subjects of any foreign state. U.S. citizens, federal citizens, are foreign to the several states and subjects of the federal United States, state of New Columbia, District of Columbia. Attorneys are considered foreign agents under the Foreign Agents Registration Act, FARA, and are subjects of the Bar Association. So you have to understand, everything is commercial.
Simple as that.
And the United States is foreign. It's a foreign corporation. When you proclaim your nationality, you're foreign to the United States. I think I did a goddamn good job explaining that if you did your homework.
Yeah.
Put my Versace shades on these motherfuckers. Yeah. We in Vegas, baby. We win every day. We don't lose. We up 5. We don't do overtime. Real shit. So, ex parte, Davis, federal statutes guarantee protection to the respondent from having imputed income orders. Furthermore, these statutes provide to the respondent protection of his rights to be free from unlawful child support or any kind of garnishment. That child support is a civil matter and there's no probable cause to seek or issue body attachment, bench warrant, or arrest in child support matters because it is a civil matter. But your ass don't want to respond to the paperwork. You don't want to respond to the paperwork. You're just going to let them send you some shit, and what they say goes. That's called a self-adhesion contract. Can you elaborate on a self-adhesion contract for the people?
A self-adhesion contract. It's like a contract where if you're not fully reading it. So there's like some hidden clauses and some extra stuff, and you're kind of like, you're just going along with it instead of rebutting it. Like rebut.
If you don't rebut it or rebut it, then you're bound by the terms in the agreement.
Simple as that.
Same thing with the IRS. If you don't respond, you don't say nothing to them, you're bound by the terms in the self-executing contract that they gave you, which is called self-adhesion or self-executing contract. This is good weed.
Always respond. Always respond to them, because if you don't respond, then you're accepting it. You can't accept that shit.
And the shit I'm not going to accept is you finding this information valuable and not leaving a donation. So if you find this information valuable, you non-members out there, leave a donation. Leave a donation. The Cash App is TheDonKilam. TheDonKilam. Or
Honeymoon 4 Honey Bun said paperwork is bogus. I ignore it. It is bogus, but don't ignore it.
Don't ignore it, but it is bogus. Listen, it's all a game. It's all black and white, right? So the one who stops responding loses.
Simple as that.
All right? The one who stops responding loses. You have to respond. It's your court. You have to lay down the rules. You have to lay down the terms and conditions. It's all contract law. So you have to lay down the terms and conditions. If it harms none, you can do what you want. So as long as there's no victim on the case, it's a victimless crime, such as speeding tickets. You know, it's your right to travel. Did you hurt somebody? Them are called emergency flashers. If there's not an emergency, then it's not a crime.
Simple as that. Ask them what the crime is.
Now, the use of such instruments, such as body attachments, bench warrants, arrests, including garnishment of the wages, presumptively is a method to streamline arresting people for child support and circumventing the 4th Amendment to the United States Constitution, and is used as a debt collecting tool using unlawful arrest and imprisonment to collect a debt or perceived debt. Because that's all it is. It's a perceived debt.
That word "or," I think people don't like. They don't take that. I think that word, the word "or," is a serious word. Like it's this or that. So that means two things can qualify. You can go this way. You can go this way. It's kind of the same. Like you're getting the same solution or issue, I guess. Like I don't know. I like that word because it kind of puts you in a situation where, okay, what category do I fall in? Do I fall in category A? Do I fall in category B? If I do, then I can use this. If I don't, find something else.
I'm not saying tell on yourself, but what gives you, why should people be listening to you? What's your experience with the so-called public servants and the color of law?
Honestly, I've got a case dismissed myself, like in Texas. So that's one. It was a medical case. Y'all call it weed. I call it medicine because that's what it's called. It's all about the word, the terminology, and how you're using it. And if you use the right words, you can get out of stuff. Like,
what about being pulled over? How many times have you had issues and you didn't give them an ID? You might have not given them anything or a national ID. Because I was a witness to this. So.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. You kind of just said it yourself. So what are you saying?
You elaborate.
Like, I mean, when you get pulled over, it's all about knowing. Just treat them like the public servants that they are. You know, be cool about it, but just treat them like the public servant. Ask them questions because at the end of the day, if it's not an emergency, if you didn't commit a crime, like, am I being detained or am I free to go? Simple as that. Like, you just have to know what to say, how to say it. Like, simple as that.
You know, we was pulled over with substantial amount of
medicine
in Arizona when I first met you. You didn't show them anything.
You don't have to.
You know, was I carrying a license?
No.
Did they let me go?
Yes, we left. I mean, they held us for a little minute.
About a half hour.
Yeah, but we left.
They had the drug dog and all of that. We proved that it wasn't for sale.
Simple as that.
Simple as that. We had court right on the highway. Now, I did allow them to search. They did find cannabis, but we left with the cannabis. Simple as that. You know, we've been pulled over together in Missouri, Florida, a lot of different places, man. I had to bail her out in one place, but everywhere else we've been straight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
9 out of 10. It's not bad. But I'm just, you know, what gives her the standing to speak? You know, I'm just letting she knows what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Now, the arrest of non-custodial parents, in which men make up significant majority of the arrestees, is gender profiling. But y'all don't see this. Y'all probably don't even challenge it as this. Now, gender bias discrimination and the gender bias hate crime is that it violates the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. A man pursuant to the Equal Protection Clause of the Constitution of the United States cannot be arrested in a civil matter as a woman is not. There is no escaping the fact there is no probable cause in the civil matter to arrest or issue body attachments. Probable cause to arrest requires showing that both a crime has been or is being committed and that the person sought to be arrested committed the offense. Now, under the United States Constitution, Amendment 4, in the instant case, no probable cause can exist because the entire matter has arisen out of a civil case. Therefore, seeking a body attachment, bench warrant, or arrest by the petitioner and their attorney or her attorney is issuing of the same, but the court in the civil case would be against the law and the Constitution. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Can you put it in English form then?
What did you say? The arrest of non-custodial parents.
First, we went at gender profiling.
Okay, gender profiling. Honestly, look, with the whole gender profiling thing, I mean, how they're doing it nowadays, it's whatever you identify as. So they can't really gender profile you. If they tell you anything about being a woman, just say, I identify as a male. Or I identify as a transgender woman. Like, I don't know, because that whole gender stuff, it's getting a little crazy nowadays. The 14th Amendment, Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment.
They're seeking body attachments from a civil. That's it's unlawful. They're going to jail. Yeah. Now, under U.S. versus Rylander, ignorance of the order or the inability to comply with a child support order, or as in this case, to pay, would be a complete defense to any contempt sanction violation of a court order or violation of the litigant's rights. Every U.S. Court of Appeals that has addressed this issue has held that child support is a common commercial debt.
Definitely a debt.
By definition, probable cause to arrest can only exist in relation to criminal conduct. Civil disputes cannot give rise to probable cause. Therefore, no body attachment, bench warrant, or arrest order may be issued. If a person is arrested on less than probable cause, the United States Supreme Court has long recognized that the aggravated party has cause of action under 42 U.S.C. 1983 for violation of Fourth Amendment rights. Simple as that. There's no due process. There's no due process. I mean, there's ways you have to enforce it. You have to assess the tax, and the things that we actually do and offer, a service that we actually offer right now, which is status correction and then correcting the record. You don't want to be under a negative avertment, so we put, hey, this is our notice of mistake. Take notice that in the matter of surety for the John Doe name, all capitalized letters, I believe there has been a mistake as the sole beneficiary of a public document. You got to learn how to act in the correct status because it's all dealing with the trust in the state. So you got to learn how to act as the sole beneficiary. And when you look at a W-8 bin, which is one form of status correction, but the form W-8 bin is making you foreign status as a beneficiary. It's simple as that. I'm seeing if I got one up here. I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah, but W-8 bin, man. I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up for us. Now, with the status correction that we do, we're directing the affairs. We direct the affairs of the estate and the trust. But certificate of foreign status of the beneficial owner. You feel me? The beneficial owner. So you're just dealing with the beneficial interest of the estate and the trust. But that's going to go a lot of people's heads. Yeah. So we'll just stick with the foreign national, 8 USC 1408. I'm saying again, 8
USC.
8 USC 1408. Nationals, but not citizens of the United States. And this is the code that we're implementing with the W-8 bin. And then when you start learning about the trust and the estate, then the full status correction is going to make sense when you set up the estate and you set up the foundation. It's that simple. And we all do it with the W-8 bin. Nationals, but not citizens of the United States. A person born in the outlying possession of the United States on or after the date of formal acquisition of such possession. So, hey, was you born here on or after the United States started this corporation? Then you might be a national, dear Watson. I mean, it's that simple. Hey, man, that's what I got a private meeting coming up. I got to get ready for them, finish up what we got to do. I was just checking in with the people, letting them know what it is. You find this information valuable, like I said, you already know what to do. Leave a donation. TheDonKilam, TheDonKilam on the Cash App. Go to DonKilam.com/donate or choose a donation option at MalikKalam.com. We got private 9 in the building. Says peace and love, God, Son, and Goddess. We got you know who 83. Self-adhesion is implied consent. I like that. Yes. Bear Gang Tabernacle says Islam family from the Bear Gang Tabernacle. Peace and love. He says him. Farrell Tut. Peace and love. We always got somebody crying in this. So we put him in timeout again. I forgot. He said, I guess you forgot about that donation. He said, I forgot about him. But peace and love, royal family, man. We just checking in. Quick little 30 minutes of power. We got Chief Alien. I met him in Atlanta. Peace and love. OG Pimp. Love. OG Pimp right there. OG Pimp. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Peace and love, y'all, man. Tune in. I'm telling y'all, check out my sites, man. I'm coming to a city near you. Listen, I'm about to have something shaking for y'all. September. We planning it right now. September in Atlanta. We're planning it right now. We're going to have a business and then we're doing music. The next day, we're going to have celebs in the building. Real shit. We're planning it, man. Y'all don't want to miss that. That's going to be in September. So be on the lookout. Yeah, I'm leaving this video up, man. I'm leaving this video up for y'all. I'm just tuning in. Much peace and love.